13-year-old girls who will be watching this video about the importance of self-esteem, the importance of finishing, what would you share with them?
I would share that it gets better. Life is all about ups and downs. It's not always going to be good, but it's also not always going to be bad. And the key to it is getting through it and getting over it, and that just takes time. And understand that everything in life is a process. It all takes time. So if you're going through something and you feel down and you feel depressed, just know that it's not going to last forever. Over time, it will get better. There's always darkness before the light, right?
True. I would say to my 13-year-old self is that your breasts are gonna come. They're gonna come. Seriously, I would say that to my 13-year-old self, I would say that life does not end at 13. You have your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. If God blesses you to be here another day, that means you have a gift to be great. You know, it doesn't stop because you had a bad day. You have another day to be something that you always wanted to be. You can change the world, you know, it just takes time. You have to develop into yourself. You have to grow. You have to mature. You know, you're just starting at 13. So it definitely doesn't end when you're 13. So just keep hope alive.
It's just the beginning, yeah.
You guys have had a chance to read the materials, so you know the genesis of the project. We talked about it.
Right.
One of the most compelling statements that the young girl made to me was, there's nothing good about growing up to be a black woman. How does that make you feel?
I don't understand how does, I don't understand that statement. Like,
yeah, it
that
sounds crazy.
I don't know. Growing up, I never paid attention to being a black woman. Like, it's just, you're a child. You're living life, and you know, you just enjoy your best days. Like, I never paid attention to my color, or I didn't realize that I was black until college.
We didn't really pay attention to stuff like that. I mean, we went to a predominantly black high school, and we were just talking, like, at 13, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
Just being
kids,
just being
That's
13.
I don't understand. Like, why is that an issue?
Yeah, we never really thought that far into being a black woman. But being a black woman is great.
Yeah.
It's not the end all be all. Like, I love being a black woman. It's the greatest thing ever.
We have so many options with our hair.
You know, we set trends.
Right.
You know,
we got the bodies. You know,
that everybody wants to pay for, but we got it naturally.
Right.
You know, I would say to 13-year-olds, enjoy being a kid. Enjoy being 13. There's so much going on in this world. Now's you can actually kind of shut it out at 13 and just focus on having fun,
being a kid,
and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that statement, I don't understand it. I can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Give me one thing. I like your energy you guys are having, as if the screen is in front of you, both you point out, saying there's nothing good about being a black woman. Follow what I'm saying? Like, you're pointing down as if it's on the screen, but we're going to fill it in on the screen.
Okay.
There's nothing good about being a black woman. Okay?
You want us to say that?
Yeah, just how you did it. There's nothing good about being a black woman.
Can I say it sarcastically?
Yeah.
Like,
Say it how you want. Sarcastically sounds great.
yeah, because I
That's the tone.
can't comprehend that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you count you in. Both of you point down sarcastically. You can start.
What's the line again? I'm sorry.
There's nothing good about being a black woman.
Okay.
Well, give them the direct.
Do we say it together or?
What she said more specifically is, ain't nothing good about growing up to be a black woman.
Ain't nothing good.
However, whatever way is comfortable for you, it's all.
Do we say it together? Say it together.
There's
Let's try
nothing
it
good
again.
about being a black woman.
There
Yeah, with
ain't.
the sarcasm, like the same. We just talking about, because I like when you point out, like, I can't get that.
Yeah, I don't understand that concept.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Point down and we're gonna edit it in under you. There's nothing good about being a black woman.
Right.
1, 2,
Okay.
Right.
Okay, and 3, 2.
There ain't
nothing.
Wait, isn't there?
There ain't nothing.
How about, there's nothing good about growing up to be a black woman?
Okay.
There's nothing good.
There's nothing good.
There's nothing good about growing up being a black woman.
Yes. 3, 2.
There's nothing good about growing up being a black woman.
Is that okay?
And I can answer in the voice of the sharing with you what the 13-year-old told me. And most of what she based her conclusion on was what she saw on reality shows, what she saw on television, what she saw in her immediate community. Which brings me to the second part of why this documentary is so important. And that is, do you feel that the media has a negative impact on the self-esteem or the psyche of young girls of color? And if so, how? If not?
Yeah. What's the question again? So you have to say it, right?
You can repeat it.
Okay.
Do you feel that the media has a negative impact on the self-image and psyche of young girls?
You want to start?
I definitely think the media has a negative impact on the psyche of young girls. Reality television in particular, it doesn't portray us well. It just shows us being promiscuous, drinking, fighting with each other, and that's so inaccurate. That is not how we interact with each other. So I don't want young girls thinking that this is what you should aspire to be. This is not the way that you should act at 13 or at 30.
I would have to also say that it's not just reality TV that's influencing young girls in a negative way. I think social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you don't have to necessarily watch TV and see a celebrity to see a girl doing something negative. You can watch the girl from Arizona shaking her behind on YouTube, or follow a friend in school that has naked pictures on Twitter. So it's not just like reality television, it's just everything. It's just the entire social media. It's everything. It's television, it's magazines, it's blogs. It's just like people are feeding off a negative everything,
and it also kind of becomes a competition when you work in like the numbers. When you see someone has a certain amount of likes, or you see that they have a certain amount of followers,
right,
and they're doing this
right,
negativity, you say, well,
I want that many followers.
Yeah, I want those followers. I want those likes. So the whole counting of it, it just makes it even more competitive. But why compete to be that?
Right. So. Because they don't see anything positive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, it might sound corny, and it wasn't that long ago, but we were watching Saved by the Bell, we were watching Family Matters, we were watching
the Cosby
Kids. That was like our role models on TV. Like, we wanted to be Lisa Turtle and Laura Winslow.
And they were good, wholesome young girls,
right,
educated. They
did the right thing. They didn't do drugs and they didn't drink. It was
a different message back then, a totally different message.
And let's stay on that, the message. So how do we, despite what we know, despite the media, despite all of the social, Facebook, all those things, how do we teach our girls to become critical thinkers so that they don't internalize these messages and images?
I think it's important for them to make the distinction between entertainment and real life. I think because they put the reality idea on it, they think that it's real, but it's not. It's not the way life actually is. So I think that they have to make the distinction and say, this is just TV. This is just women on here acting crazy. Right. And this is not the way that I need to actually be. I know, when we were growing up, there were sexual, like rappers out there.
Yeah, I mean, Little
You know,
Kim was
Lil' Kim,
hot. We loved Little Kim, but we didn't try to act like Little Kim.
We made the distinction between
What's real and what's fake.
exactly, and what's entertainment
Right.
and what's real life. So I think that's important, making the distinction and them realizing that this is not, even though it says that it's reality, it's not real.
Right. And a lot of times too, like, these girls don't understand that these girls that you want to be like are not themselves actually, because they have fake hair, fake nails, fake breasts, fake boobs, fake ass, you name it.
Fake eyes,
Fake eyelashes.
everything.
Everything's fake. Fake hips. You know, so you're following something that doesn't really
Really
exist
exists.
anyway.
It's all
So
an illusion.
know the difference between what's real and what's fake.
What are your fears? And how do you push through them?